episode 068.
My name's Jake Diaz. I studied industrial design and I am a toy designer. Success for the business is just a good mix of business and family. So our business is heavily tied to our kids and our kids are heavily tied to our business, I suppose. But having that good flexibility where if I need to spend a day or a week with the kids, we can do that, no questions asked.
Welcome to Innovator Diaries, a show where influencers and leaders from all walks of life share their story and experiences. You learn the strategies and action points that have helped them find success and get to where they are today. You'll hear their stories and valuable advice to help you on your own path. These messages may also help somebody you know, so please share. Jake, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it. I think it's very inspirational what you're doing because you are a dad, you're working with your kids, and now your entire focus is towards your kids. You basically left your career, which you can tell us in a second, and then start focusing on toys for your kids and analyzing how they behave and what they do and trying to do everything around your kid. You're trying to be present, which I think it's really good, and perhaps at the end you can give us a little bit of tips from your experience for other dads or people that are becoming dads soon. Okay, so thank you for that.
Welcome.
Okay, so to start, could you please tell me a little bit about your childhood and who was the most influential person in that part of your life?
Okay, so I grew up in Sydney. I've got two younger brothers. Grew up in a pretty normal household. My dad was a builder, and I remember always being in the garage with him on the weekends, always making things, fixing things, whether it's, the lawnmower or making billy carts with my brothers. But I just always remember being hands-on with him on the weekends. So that was kind of all through primary school and then into high school. And then come high school, I started doing design and tech and woodwork and art and getting my hands on that way on not more practical things, but just more of a career-focused things where you're actually building something with an end result in mind.
How do you think that influenced your dad from childhood? You're applying it to your life as a dad, for example?
As a dad, it's just being present with the kids, just wanting to be involved in their life. Dad worked hard and worked pretty long hours, but whenever he could, he was always with us. I mean, this is before phones and any other kind of real distractions, so he could just spend the whole weekend doing what he wanted with us when he had the time. But just being involved, I think, in the kids, I see the advantage to my kids, just being present and being with them and
like what?
And sitting with them, just their patience and their resilience. As soon as they get frustrated, I can help work through the problem with them rather than them just turning away and doing something else, moving on to the next thing. Like we actually help them work through things. It's the little things like that, I think, that will add up over time, making them pretty well.
That has made a difference. You've noticed a difference in them.
I notice a difference in our kids, but I also look at other kids and how they're brought up, and I prefer to do it our way, the way me and my wife are deciding to do it with our family.
Okay, so going back to your story, you finished woodwork and design, and then what happened?
Yeah, so I did D&T in woodwork all through high school, ended up doing two major projects in year 12, not doing too well in any other subjects, but D&T and woodwork, I'd spent half of my year 12 in the woodwork rooms. After that, went to industrial design at uni. It was either that or architecture, and I thought industrial design had a bit more hands-on, practical side of things rather than architecture. I saw was not hands-on enough for me.
Want to listen to the entire interview? Simply go to innovatordiaries.com/episode number. Or you can find this episode and hundreds of other great stories on Google Podcast, iTunes, Spotify, or whatever your favorite podcast player is. Please check me out on LinkedIn. Follow or connect with me as I'm very proactive on that social network. And finally, subscribe to this YouTube channel. You'll get all the new stories as soon as they're released. See you next time.